the last but not the least coverage now, please listen better. Because it is also my desire to have you listen with this. I big was because very difficult now, so I beg to you to listen my. Hey, what up, man? Oh, baliktad. Nabalik. Ito pala. Sorry. So, I beg everyone to listen very much. Okay. The people living in this house as of now, 2023. After you see that, my dress. So we live here in the number of 3 people. Always at night. Now, my pamangkin, my nephew, on this right side is going to sleep. His age is almost 28 years old. And my age now, as of now, is 58. I already finished my birthday. I celebrate July 4. So, what it come up our mind, July 4 is an Independence Day of America, but I will not tell that I'm really an American because I only born on that day, but those who are very much on celebrating the celebrity of that day. It's a very classic actor and actress maybe, or and I don't know. I just born on that day, July 4, which is the American Independence Day. In the Philippines, that is July 4 is what is that? In America, that is Independence Day, but in Philippines, July 4 is so that is why I let them remember always that July 4 is an Independence Day in America. And July 4, this is it, Philippine American Friendship Day. So that is July 4 in the Philippines, that is Philippine American Friendship Day. And then my mother sleep downstairs at the first floor, and I sleep here at the second floor, right at my back. And my nephew sleep in the other building. And then my mother is dual citizen in Canada, which is they call it Canadian Filipino citizen. My mother is 86 years old yet, yeah, rather, exactly. She is 86 years old, and I am 58 years old. I was born July 4, 1965. And then it's very far of the measurement which the most old, because I am considerably an old person, not yet senior citizen in our country, the Philippine archipelago. My mother is 86 years old already, so he is very old. It's not really can walk faster. She is also has a problem. She was born secure. The relatives of mine, beside my mother's sisters, brothers, and the other cousin being born there. And then there are a lot of people as my relatives, but I stay here with my mother, and I'm the caretaker of my mother and this house and the other building as blind stewards, or because there are people also entering that their house. It's owned by my brother, named Abelardo, and for me, I have my one room. It's not yet the time to have inheritance and inherit, benefits. So I show my another one. This is my ID. So the national ID, the Philippine national ID, which coming from here in our government, the Philippines. And you familiarize how it looks like the Philippine national ID, so that you will not be ignored. It's because I heard that post office was being born in Manila, so that is the form of the national ID. So careful much so that you can have your own ID. So let's go back again to remind you always, our taxation is for the people. Our own taxation is to be expended for the people, for the development of every living citizen as a Filipino citizen in our country. What we are going to have big to the government, and it will give it to, if we are going to be patient on it, to us in the government. But for those who are tired of asking money, it's because we passed already the time of the epidemic and the martial law. We experienced that it is almost a retardness of giving what we call it, the support of the government. Here, this place is in Mindanao, located somewhere and the north side of Mindanao. So there is a port there, and the other port. So in this year is 2022. We are talking previously the taxation and the income tax, not the taxation, the income tax collected by the Bureau of Internal Revenue. So we have our tax collected. So we are hoping that tax. So as of now, the Congress stated it is 950 billion piso. In time, Philippines, do you believe, comparing to 250 billion piso in 1960? Do you believe that? Possibility, it can be believable. But that 8 billion piso for the whole jurisdiction, I have to tell you, people around, especially the Spanish, because we have an obligation, and I have my obligation to translate our constitution into Spanish language. So I'm always studying what is the common words used by the Spanish in their place, in their country, inside in their jurisdiction, Spain. So we cannot avoid, and we are not going to avoid the words being used there as of now. Which is called the encyclopedic Spanish word. The encyclopedic Spanish word is being openly and forcibly written by the mind of a novelist and a poet, which those novelist and the writer of the poem or novel is being, their name is being indicated in the encyclopedia, the book encyclopedia. And then we cannot avoid it to deny, no? The people are going to deny it, but our obligation, we are not going to deny. That's because we are not going to deny the words some written in the encyclopedia. It's because that is coming from the known writer of any novel and any a writer in any poem, what I mean, rather, poem or novel or any literature, or the best of writings, and the whole world being indicated in the encyclopedia book. And then you cannot deny, and even myself, I am not going to deny the words title usually as I study and search the every person in the book who was a very good and known writer of novel and poem is mostly using Spanish language. And their language they use Spanish language to have the title of their writings, novel and poem. So they are the writer, indicated the name of them was indicated the goodest, the highest, and the very good of the good writer. Their name is indicated in the encyclopedia, and then the encyclopedia book has indicated all the calculation and the skill of every country's jurisdiction, which is the line from vertical and the horizon, vertical going to North Pole and South Pole. They are being indicated with a number of degree, and that is now. If you are going to disregard that number and calculation, so it's very useless. We cannot go on that place. We cannot go back to our place. We never know if it's possible. If we cannot know how to read the compass, then we cannot go back to our place where before. So a matter of calculation, I know how to calculate, but an estimation for our tax is different, because when it comes to calculation of the taxation, it means you have to go to BIR and to ask on the exact calculation. And when it comes to estimation, that is only for the people who knows what is really and not exactly the source of the tax income, the exact tax income. So when it comes to estimation, that is only for an inflation rate. But if you need to have an accurate calculation, you need to have studied the line, which is the vertical and the horizon, indicating the number, so that you can have an exact calculation to which where's that place, the number of the degree and of the longitude and the latitude. So the number of that, the vertical and the horizon. So no, let's forget about that. Let's forget ourselves, because we are talking on the taxation. So what I mean is to calculate. That is good only for traveling, which is to calculate the knots and the hours to reach on a certain port. But when you're going to estimate, that is only an inflation rate. So, for me, an inflation rate, which is the tax from 1960, that is 250 billion piso only for Mindanao. So, as I read in a recent news with the Congress previously by our previous president, it indicated 800 billion piso in time to increase. Well, I don't know. I just to have take care with my mother sleeping now as of this moment. So thank you very much. Good luck and have calculation for your own. She rather to have estimation, even that is accurate. Good night.